Hello visiting internets and welcome to this video where today I have Cedric. It's actually the third version of Cedric because the first two my PC just decided by itself it was going to delete. I don't know why, it just did that, but I have reconstructed it as best as I can while keeping it slightly changed. We've got kind of a muscle car theme going on. It is supposed to be from the mid-60s, although it does look earlier than that. And it has a little inline 3 there. It's a 1.1 litre engine. Anyway, if we go onto the bonnet cam, there is unfortunately no interior cam on the cars imported from Automation, but yeah, there we go. Oh, come on, I stalled it for the camera. Yeah, I mean, I'm not just trying to, either. I'm actually just a very bad driver. Come on. I can launch a car. I will prove that I can launch a car. Right, foot to the floor. Shift up. No, it just doesn't like me for it. Maybe I'm starting too high. Maybe I'm revving it to a very limit and I don't really need to. No, I do not know what's happening with this car then. No? Okay. I'm unable to launch a car. I was doing this before. Everything worked fine. I do apologise, but anyway, thanks to the power of editing, I will take this to the actual time trial stage here, where we are at the Automation dirt track, to see how this can do. As it is my new series, after all, that I'm going to do. Okay, so it may be confession time, as I did take this round, of course, before, but it ultimately ended up in a crash at the first corner on the, I think, third lap. And my inability to start it gets in the way again. Okay, that's about as good a launch as I'm going to get today in this time of not being able to launch Cedric very well. It just doesn't launch very well. Anyway, as I was saying, I kind of have come round here before, but I was very inexperienced in the course, so to give a car a proper chance, I'm going to give it another try. Also, I mean, you get to see Cedric on camera going for a bit of a race. I do like the way it drives once you've eventually got it moving. It's not a bad handling car. Oh, I scraped my gear up there. I do apologise. That was probably painful for people who actually know how to drive. And this is going to be more of a live series than the last one. This one is not particularly good, but you'll see I'm kind of learning the lines at the same time. So I will get a faster lap. The first lap with the starting problems I had was never going to be the best. This is also on sport suspension, so as you can imagine, it's never going to be the softest, smoothest car in the world. There we go, and through here we go. It's got an open differential. I feel that could have been a lot worse, given it was understeer right there. I felt like it could do nothing about it. Slow it down into first. Probably didn't need to shift into first, but that's fine. Ooh. Once the front wheels are off the ground, that's when the problem is, because you can't do anything about it. Right, we've got to slow it here. I think this is the first corner, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it says I'm on lap 2, and it just sneaks up on you, as you saw there. I could have done a lot worse, given the circumstances, but it was still not perfect run into that corner. Hopefully on the third lap I can go good, yeah. Kind of hooked the inside of a corner there. I was hoping to use that better than I did, that as a technique, but unfortunately I didn't manage to do such. Although I believe my lines are improving with this car. So second gear here, we can ride it out as we get the RPMs through. Oh, bump, bump, bump. A few bumps, but that's okay. I mean, the track is testing the vehicle, to say the least. We need to shift down. Ooh, that corner actually snuck up on me. I did not see that one coming this time, but thankfully I was able to react in time because I weren't going stupidly fast. Shift back into second for this corner. Into third. Yeah, I do find them shifting a lot. The gears are reasonably tight. It is a 4-speed manual transmission in this. Yeah, If it wasn't a manual, you wouldn't see me shifting all the time. It would just be a D most likely. And again, that corner, I just one wide on it, but I've not made the worst of mistakes, so I can kind of brush over it. I've not got an inside line here, but I've got a good outside line. As far as outside lines go, I was able to hold that at least. And we're going wide, but that's okay. We've managed to just about cover it. I'm not sure how this lap is going to compare. The second lap may be quicker. I'm not certain of any of this. I mean, the automation cars are stupidly tough though when it comes to bumps like that. So, if anything's going to hurt, let's say, the native BeamNG cars, that will be it. Because these cars are, I mean, if you've watched other videos on the automation cars, you will know. So, let's see. Along we go. Ooh. Ow. I don't think this is going to be a quicker car now. I just pushed it that bit too hard. I wasn't able to get anywhere. Hey, I've launched the car though. That is some kind of an achievement, although my steering's all kinds of twisted up. It was just the wrong point to crash as well, right before the finish line, but the second lap weren't too bad. At 1:15.952. If we go into freeway, I'm pretty sure it was a 1:17 I got before, so we're still quicker than I set before. I actually lost a wheel. How did I even get to the finish line then? I mean, it's got an open differential. This should not be driving, honestly. It has an open differential, so how is any power getting to the road? That is just bizarre. Either way, I mean, thankfully it's not been used to kind of cheat my way into a faster time. There's a little trailing arm suspension. I think this car's done fairly well, but we do need a good kind of beam car to compare it to, so that's what I will be going to next. So, for comparative purposes, I have a lump of poo from the 1980s. Yes, it is the basic Brukel Legrand, because the car that it's competing with isn't particularly powerful, remember. I mean, this is going to be a lot heavier, but it's also going to have more advanced suspension. And mind, having said that, it is still torsion beam wear and McPherson strut front, so pretty close there. I believe it's an inline 4 as well, so one more cylinder, but quite a similar kind of engine. Naturally aspirated, naturally, and let's see how You didn't see that? Okay, I just launched it, but the actual gearbox doomed in the bottom right hand corner wasn't showing because there's been an update and I was stupid and forgot to re-trigger it in interior view. So that's something. I ran very wide there, but the thing about these Legrands is they are very good suspension systems for soaking up bumps, which is, if anything, the one real major threat. Oh, I've already thrown it into a wall. Don't worry. It's not wrecked to the point when I can eventually find reverse. It's not wrecked through to the point I'm not going to set a good time. I am, quite frankly, even if the radiator's a bit broken, the race is short enough that I should be able to get by. Come on. The gearing feels suddenly very, very long though compared to Cedric. I'm not sure if that's going to be a hindrance or not. It just feels long. The vehicle, more so than it feels underpowered, the gearing just feels long. Perhaps it's just the lightweight of Cedric. I forgot to mention before, but Cedric was about 690 kilograms. Not heavy. And not a heavy car, Cedric. So, yeah, the Leguan has a lot or a little to compete with weight-wise, should we say, because, well, there's not a lot there in the first place. So this is going to be a poor lap because I just instantly threw the car into a tree. But, you know, I think the alignment is all solid. I think the alignment has all survived, which is the most important attribute now. It feels like it's only got a 2-speed. I'm pretty sure this has at least 4 gears in its manual transmission, but I'm just not really feeling them, that's for sure, because they are very long economy gears. Oh, yes, do that technique. I did it a little better than with the, what's it called, Cedric, but didn't quite go to plan. Still, you'll see here I'm instantly being smoother, helped by the fact that I have not thrown the car into a tree. Oh, bump, bump, bump. Bumps can be nasty. Thankfully, this car is so basic, we don't even have hubcaps to lose. So, you know, the track janitors won't get mad at me for scattering hubcaps across the track. Although there's probably bits on my bumper hanging out one of the trees now. All of the environmentalists will be mad at me for that. They should really go and protest something else. Protest Priuses for batteries so uneconomical. And, oh, bumpy dump. I'm surprised that the car got out of that as well as it did. I thought it might flip over or something. Come on. Around we go. Yes, got a good angle here. Coming out this corner. I don't think this is going to be quick. I'm not looking at the time though because I'm preoccupied trying not to crash into trees as I go very wide. Down to first. I mean, I imagine how this course could be in a quicker vehicle. And we can slow it down. So, yep. There we go. Bumpty bumpty. Whoa. It actually handles in places very similarly to Cedric. So, you know, that's something that can be said on the positive of Legrand's. I don't think there's a rally variant of a Legrand actually, but it just makes me think that it would kind of be fun if it was a rally variant. I was going to snatch third gear for some reason, although I can't think of a single place I've needed third gear from this whole place. And that is the third lap. It is quicker because I got a better third lap, I would say. The first lap was dreadful though, and it's just a case this was slightly, I would say, more easy to control over bumps. If only slightly, it was just enough not to throw it into a boulder. And ultimately, look at that sorry state of a car at the front. That is the result of flying into a tree. We've got working indicators, but not the headlights. Rear lights all work. Honestly, I think I've kind of revived myself with that lap time. So, yeah, we have a new victor. Hopefully, some automation cars can prove to be more fighty than Cedric was. I mean, Cedric was not a powerful car. We must remember 66 horsepower. But we can... Actually, can we set fire to this? Fun stuff. Yes, we will celebrate your victory by setting you on fire, Legrand. A fitting end, I think. Also, we can pull your bonnet off and show the mighty, mighty engine that has done what it has done. Looks like it's got electronic fuel injection. Single point. Ooh, I could build that in BeamNG. Unfortunately, or actually I could do it on Cedric in a later version of the car. So, yeah. Look forward to a later version of Cedric that can potentially beat this. That should be fun. Anyway, what can we do next? So, you join me and my old friend Cedric at Hirochi Raceway so we can do some racing. Yes, let's go. Wait, did I just launch Cedric? No, something's going wrong. I don't know, this car is weird. Half the time you spawn it, it's fine with launching. Half the time you spawn it, it has some kind of weird problem and just won't start. Ooh. Come on. Second gear. It's just so much fun to race on tarmac. It's not as much fun on gravel, but on tarmac, oh, don't want to hit a tree. It's so much fun. Come on. On we go. Round the corners. I mean, it is a car that could exist, I guess, but it's just very weird. I mean, a front-wheel drive Porsche, who had heard of such a thing? And third gear. I mean, yeah, you might see by now what I mean. It feels like the Legrand was still only just reaching second by the time we're shifting into fourth on this car. Because it's just so much more sporting. It does only get about 20 miles per gallon, mind. But hey, when the car is this much fun, do you really care about miles per gallon? Oh, no. I would say. as I go on the grass and into second to kind of revive some of my speed. I have hit 90 miles per hour in this, maybe a bit more even. Not obviously in a safe place that's not on the road, but still. Yeah, the police are going to catch you quite easily. It's just so slow. Speaking of which, I do have one other car that I have completed and ready to use for this video. So, if we go to my inventory... Inventory? No, it's not called an inventory. What's the name of it? My vehicle selector, I think it's called. It is Achievable Looks. It's supposed to be basically an old compact car from the 70s with absolutely every luxury feature thrown onto it, including a special engine, a flat 4 pushrod engine with a pair of turbos. Makes 124 horsepower. It's a lot more than the 66 horsepower of the other car, but it also weighs 1,100 kilos and not 690. It's nowhere near as much fun. I'll say that now. The other car, Cedric, was so much more fun to drive. It's also so quiet, but then I guess since it is more a premium car, that's not so much a problem. It is on hydro pneumatic suspension even. I even bothered to give it that, which considering the size, I guess, isn't too... bad. It's on hard tyres though. Hard radials, whereas what's his name was on soft cross-ply. So Cedric was on soft cross-ply, so you know, it gets tyres for a different purpose. Although the markets in automation apparently saw this as a pony car. I mean, it's more fitting than some front-wheel drive cars where it just says pony car. Because, well, this is actually rear-wheel drive, but, you know, it's the way it is. If they want to buy it as a pony car, then so be it. I think it's got a premium interior and it's got a standard radio. And that is what you get. You don't get too many options. It is a 70s car. The suspension is smooth, though. You can feel the hydro pneumatic suspension and how smooth it is. Round corners, the handling is fairly good until it goes. I got a locking differential, and the idea I had behind making this so soft and so squishy was to kind of build a rally base car. I've achieved that kind of. I've semi-achieved it. It's a little heavier than I would like, as I said, 1,100 kilograms, but it works. Oh, I changed my mind where I wanted to go midway through that. As you'll see, the damage isn't perfect, and oh dear. That really crumpled. Let's lock the differential and pretend that didn't happen. The engines, you can drown them, but I don't believe you can kill them by crashing. At least, that's from what I gather. You just can't kill the engines, nor the headlights. The headlights cannot die. I don't know what automation did with the headlights, but they are indestructible headlights. They must have been made by someone who doesn't supply ETK with wheel axles. I mean, I can say that for sure. But headlights do work, as you would expect. Take these rear tail lights, for example, on this car. They're all one unit, yet if I light them up, only the middle lights up, as you would expect. And the indicators, if I indicate, and if I go into reverse, only the reverse ones will light up. So, yeah. It gets that right, which I find quite interesting. I did have a very interesting car. Unfortunately, it was deleted. As I say, my PC just went and deleted my cars. So, I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with, basically. If it's exported to BeamNG now, I'm happy with it. I normally wouldn't export a car unless I'm happy with it. And this has kind of gone through a few evolutions. I really didn't like the way it handled at first, but now I'm kind of satisfied with it. You'll see I've added chrome trim and the plastic impact bumpers from the 70s as they would have had. But with some chrome on because it's premium. There's not much more to say. I mean, what do you expect from this kind of vehicle? It is achievable. Yeah, it's actually a Ford Fiesta hatchback, but I formed it into a kind of saloon. It didn't start as a saloon, but I wanted a two-door that was also a saloon, so that was how, or I guess a three-door, That's how it came to the conclusion it's come to. There we go. Squishy, squishy, squishy suspension because it's all soft. And it's got double wishbone rear suspension and McPherson strut front suspension. I know it's weird, but it works. So, the Honda CR-V actually had the same suspension. Was it CR-V? One old Honda SUV thingy had it. So, yeah. That's a thing. It looks like a grandma's car as well. The look of this is just definitive grandma's car. I don't think there's any way anyone can deny that. Even though it is a lot more when you look underneath it. Just looking at it on face value, it is a grandma's car. But anyway, I mean, that's all I've got to say today. We've had a bit of fun with some old cars, which are actually new and imported into BeamNG. So, you know, I will take this around the dirt course eventually. And then I will do some others for the series, but I think I've given a good enough idea of how these cars drive for now. So until next time, goodbye, until another day.